Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another book haul video from me, your host, Logan Albright. It is not quite my birthday, but it's next week. And when I was home visiting my family for Thanksgiving, people gave me some lovely birthday gifts. And knowing that I am a bibliophile, they gave me a lot of books. And that's awesome. So I thought today, rather than review a book, because honestly, I haven't had much time to read lately, I would go through the books that I received as birthday gifts and talk about those. So let's get started. Several of these are things I've been wanting for a long time. They're very well chosen. The first being the letters of J.R.R. Tolkien. I'm a huge Tolkien fan, as viewers of my channel will know. I have read all the 12 volumes of the history of Middle-earth, in addition to the Silmarillion, Unfinished Tales, all this stuff. And so I read everything Tolkien I can get my hands on. I've never actually read his letters, though, before, and I've wanted to. So I'm very excited to get to those because he's just the greatest, and he has so many interesting things to say, not just about Middle-earth, but his worldview in general I find appealing. Which leads me to my next book, The Hobbit Party, The Vision of Freedom That Tolkien Got and the West Forgot. This is awesome. My sister discovered this book and told me about it, and then my brother-in-law bought it for me. It's a kind of an analysis of the politics of Middle-earth. And Tolkien, in one of his letters, which I have read before, calls himself an anarchist, and I call myself an anarchist in the sense of not wanting certain men to be in charge of everyone else and controlling them and bossing them about. And I love that. And I think there's a lot of that in Middle-earth, and I agree with that very much. So I'm excited to read The Hobbit Party and find out more about the politics of Middle-earth, because I think Tolkien had a very good head on his shoulders when it comes to political philosophy. Even though he probably wouldn't have called himself like a libertarian today, he probably would have been more of a conservative or something, but I really like his kind of vision of peaceful anarchy that is embodied in the character of Tom Bombadil. Mastery without dominion. He's in control of his own situation, but he doesn't boss anyone else about. I think that's great. So both of those I'm very excited to get to. My brother-in-law also got me this lovely chess book, How to Reassess Your Chess, 4th edition. I've been trying, by Jeremy Stillman, International Master. I've been trying to get good at chess, mostly unsuccessfully for a while now. I'm still very bad at it, but I like to play and I'd like to get better, so this will be very helpful to me. I haven't actually ever read or finished a chess book, but I was told that that's a good one. And then my friend Allison, who you may have seen on the channel before, came to visit, and she got me this book, knowing my interest in kind of paganism and the occult and all the stuff I have on my shelf back here. She got me this book called The Occult Christ, The Hidden and Mystical Secrets of Christianity, because she's a Christian and she's desperately trying to convert me to her religion. It's not going to work, but I'm interested to hear some Christian mysticism, because there's mysticism in all religions and they're all very interesting. Last couple of years ago, I read Autobiography of a Yogi, which is about Hindu mysticism, and he talks about hanging out with some of the Christian mystics and the Islamic mystics and the Jewish mystics, and there's all kind of the same basic ideas embodied in the mysticism of all these traditions. And I think it's very interesting. So I'm excited to get to read that. And I have to thank Allison for that, even though I'm not going to convert to her religion as hard as she tries to make me do so. Okay, so next week, I will be out of the country for my birthday. I'm traveling to England and, more importantly, to Wales. I'm going to Liverpool, and then I'm taking the train over to Wales. I've done a few videos on this channel about Welsh things and in the Welsh language, which I've been studying. I've been a little bit lazy about it lately, but I got to get back into studying the Welsh language. And so I'm fascinated by Wales. I'm fascinated by Britain. And my sister got me this book on Welsh witchcraft. It's a book I've wanted for a while because I'm interested in witchcraft and I'm interested in the Wales. So it's got the lovely red dragon, the emblem of Wales, on it there. And maybe I'll learn some stuff and be able to take it over on my trip with me and learn some stuff over there, because I'm very excited. I've been to Wales twice before. This will be my 3rd visit. I'm going to different places than I went before. It should be a lot of fun. That's going to be my yearly vacation. Getting over to Britain is something I always try to do because I just love it over there. And speaking of Britain, I also got this book, which I just found out about and have really wanted. David Mitchell's Unruly, The Ridiculous History of England's Kings and Queens. Now, I've read one book on England's kings and queens before, which I have reviewed on the channel, but I don't remember it very well because there's a lot of them and it's a lot of information and it's dense and it's hard to take in. David Mitchell, if you're not familiar with him, is a British comedian. He was part of a double act called Mitchell and Webb for a long time. They have a lot of hilarious sketch comedy. Now he's mainly known for doing panel shows, but he's hilarious. He's one of my favorite comedians, British, and he's also a history nerd. And so he wrote this book on kings and queens, and I'm hoping to supplement my admittedly meager knowledge of England's kings and queens. Again, it's kind of in coordination with my visit over there next week. So that's a lot of books for me to get through. I'm excited about them. I have so much reading to do and so little time. But I do have an 8-hour plane flight over there, or 7-hour plane flight over there, so I can spend some time reading on that flight, and I'll have some train journeys there to do so as well. But while I am over there, I probably will not post a video to this channel next week. I like to do it every Wednesday. Next Wednesday is my birthday. I will probably abstain from posting unless I film something over there in like Waterstones or something. I may post something short, but overall, I'm planning on taking the next week off. I've just been too busy trying to get ready for this and trying to get all my work wrapped up, so I haven't had a chance to read as much as I want to. But I will be back after that with many more book reviews. I'll probably buy some books over there. I'll probably read a lot of books while I'm there. So, I'll have lots of new stuff to talk about later in December. But for the first week, I'm planning on taking the week off. So I hope you take the week off too. Have a nice vacation. You guys need to rest as well as I need to rest. So it'll be a lot of fun, and we'll rejoin in the middle of December and talk about Christmas. And that'll be fun too. That's my book haul for my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Logan Albright, and I will catch you next time.